Hi everybody, I'm Ranj, the bearded plumber. Thanks for joining me in today's video. Today's video is basically about a job that I had to come back to. I installed these radiators 4 years ago for a friendly builder from the UK. He came out here, bought this property, renovated it, and I was not the guy that did all the installation. I was basically just called in because the builder and the plumber fell out. I think it was a local Dutch plumber or someone from here from Holland, and they fell out, and then I had to come back and pick up the mess. So I installed the Radiator boiler upstairs and all these radiators, and what's happened is that this system over the last year or so has been dropping pressure. I was here a week ago and I located the leak. It was basically one of the radiators had come away from the wall and the olive was being pinched and the water was pissing out. If the radiator wasn't touched, it was holding up. But the moment the radiator moved a little bit, when there's people cleaning the property because it's being used as an Airbnb, the radiator would move a little bit, water would escape from the radiator unnoticed to the cleaner because it would just run down. The pressure would keep dropping and I'd have to come back and top the pressure up every 2 to 4 weeks over the last couple of months. And this got really annoying, and I just walked the system and I found the problems. And so in this video, I'm going to take you along with me and show you how I do the repairs and what my methodology was of doing this. All right, let's go upstairs. So here we are on this job. Let's move this out the way. Let me show you where we are. So Radiator, here's the job now. On this job, basically, I've been back and forward, as you can see. So, story of this property is that it was renovated, and the plumber came in, did all the first fix, and then I think the builder and the first fix guy fell out, and I was asked to come in and work my magic. So, inside here, I will try to open it if I can. Oh, just about. So there's a radiator in there and the expansion vessel all the way back there. Red one is, I think you can just about see it. There it is, yep. So I fitted the expansion vessel, these radiators, and then behind this one there's a ply. So that's why this one's still secure. And I fitted the boiler. Boiler was already hung, already here, and I had to pipe it up. So there's my pipe work just there, and a bit behind here. There's a zone valve just down there. And so basically the way this property is set up, and we got a cold water booster pump, and yeah, that's what I did. I had to make do with what I was given to help the builder out. And basically this property is on 3 floors. So this one, behind that door, behind this mirror door, there's a Nest thermostat which controls the zone valve in that cupboard under the bench and fires up the radiator in here and upstairs. And then when we go down, as we go down, this is cool, eh? If I'm not wrong, I think that's the Testarossa and that's a Lamborghini, probably a Countach. Yeah, I don't think it's a Diablo, I think it's a Countach. Might be wrong. But anyway, so then here, as you can see, the radiator's coming away. Because it's just plasterboard, and I did fit this, but I did tell the customer, so I fitted this 4 years ago, and I did tell the customer that, look, this fixing ain't great, and he was like, no, I'm pretty sure they'll hold. I'm like, yeah, no, definitely. I normally would also use those coarse threaded screws everywhere, but yeah, as you can see, it's just come away. So this one, although it's come away, isn't too bad. So I'm going to take this off the wall, put a piece of white ply that I've already pre-painted, put that behind there, then rehang the radiator. And down here, here's where it's going wrong. So it's come away really bad here, as you can see. That's already popped out. So yeah, so you see those coarse plasterboard kind of screws. So that's what was used. And this one's still sort of on, coming away, but let me place you down here. So this system keeps on losing pressure, and I walked the system and I couldn't find any leaks until I saw this radiator hanging really badly. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna just see if I can push it back in to place, and watch this. There you go. There's the water that I was looking for, so there's the leak. So now it's not leaking because the radiator has fallen back off the wall, and therefore it's sort of holding. But obviously, because there is still a leak, an evident leak, the pressure drops over about a couple of weeks. So this is the job for today. Remove this radiator, and there's the plies that I've already pre-painted. I'm going to cut them to the right length, but they're about 6 inch high. Take the radiator off the wall, put the ply on the wall. I will drill a series of holes to find any joists behind there, any upright noggings, trying to get a solid fixing, and then reinstall the radiators. So yeah, that's today's project. But yeah, the brackets not even holding anything there. And let's get on with it, eh? So to start the job, let's go upstairs and drain the system down. Take my trusty bucket up with me. So yeah, the builder that renovated this property is the owner of the property as well. And we've become good friends, and he's currently not in the country. He's back in the UK. And I'll just, get on with it and help the poor guy out as he's not here. Normally I wouldn't get the ply and sort all that stuff out. That's normally the builder's job. But as he's not here, I thought, it's not too much of a big problem to help a fellow tradesman who's not in the country and can't really travel easily due to the coronavirus. So let's turn the boiler off. So it's currently at 1.6 bar. I left at 1.7 last week. So it was holding up, but like I said, it will definitely lose pressure over time. Turn that back off. And that can just sit there for now. Pour this down the sink. And now to go back downstairs. So what I'll do is I'll tackle the one on the bottom floor first. This way it will drain the water from the one above it too. The way to do this is to have your buckets ready, and I'm going to hold this one up, unscrew the bracket off the wall. Yep, T20. Right, that's that bracket off. And then okay, undo that one, and then undo this one. So with that undone, like so, this will allow me now to drain this one radiator. And on the top side over here, there is a bleed vent. And there you go, radiator off. Just as simple as that. Pour that grubby water out the way like so. And now, because the radiator connection is 3/4 inch, I can just put my hose pipe on it. This whole thing is loose. As you can see, it's just spinning. So over time, it's just given way. So that's not much coming out of there. Oh, and typical. So this one's got nothing coming out of there, and the other one is full of water. Now, saying that, there is some water in here. Probably the hose pipe then isn't the best way. And luckily for us on this job, downstairs is a cafe that's currently not in use due to COVID. And because of that, they're having some renovation work done. And there's most likely bucket loads of insulation between this floor and the ceiling downstairs. So that's also why no one has noticed the leak, because it was such a small minor leak from that radiator valve that the neighbours downstairs never noticed it. Just isolate it just to stop too much water going everywhere. Always have towels ready with you. And now it's dropped the pressure completely. That's that part done. And now to measure up the wood. Okay. And there you go. That's that. Shame that that hole doesn't get covered by it. I'll just have to put filler on that to neaten it up. But we're good. We're actually good there. So let's drill a series of holes. Just a standard little cordless with a 4mm drill bit. But nevertheless, I'm gonna stick a few blobs of glue behind it as well. So, trying to work this out. Again, I don't do this work every day, so I'm a bit slower and have to work things out. 140, roughly 140 between the pipes. So between this pipe and that pipe there, that is 143. So that's 115 there. So therefore 70 centimeters this way will put me about there. Okay. straight away that feels a lot more solid. Moment of truth. There you go, that's back on, and that's back on, and that's not going nowhere. I'm quite happy with that. And now, because the radiator is away from the wall a bit more than before, I'm going to cut those pipes coming through the floor and stick 45 press fittings, stainless steel ones, so it all still looks chromy and shiny and stainless steel. And that way I can build the pipework out a little bit and keep it nice and neat and not make it look too obtrusive. So press fittings, my press gun, angle grinder to cut the steel pipes. So basically the pipes sticking out of the ground are 16mm Uponor, so MLCP, 2 metal 15mm pipes. They come like about 8 inches long, I think 10 inches long. So that's been crimped under the floor from plastic to metal, so above surface is all metal. That's that, the rough edge has been sorted out. Get that nut off. So now, what I'm trying to do is put that nut back on there and just see, is it 245 street 45s I need to use? I think that should be sufficient. And there you go, done. Right guys, that is, for me, in my books, a job well done. Definitely need boss white. So let's put that on there. I do like these radiators because they sort of like twist out the way. It's quite a cool feature. Now, question is, can I get my press gun? Oh yes I can. Right, that's that fitting done. Just want to grip that and make sure that's fully pushed in. Yes it is. Radiator's on. And there we have it. Radiator 1 done. Well, I mean 1 valve. Okay. That is solid. That is solid and tight. Put that back on. So even this one's been leaking for a little while as well. So again, there's enough play in there to push it down. So I'll start by cutting it. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually using my grips to just kill the sharp edge so that it doesn't cut the rubber seal in the fitting. With Boss White. Right, I'm happy with that. So now, just to show you, this was my workplace. This is how I did it all. And as you can see, that radiator there is connected. It's connected on this side. I see all the top edge of the board as well. I'll give it, once it dries a little, the glue, I'll wipe it down and just give it one lick of white paint on the top edge and fill that gash where the old hole was. and on the side of the wood. I'll run my finger off, fill around that as well, and there. Like just there, neaten it all up. And yeah, let's go upstairs. So upstairs we go. Let's do it all over again. For the one upstairs, and the upstairs one should be a little bit more easier because the water's already drained. Whilst I'm up here, I thought in case you guys want to just see what I use, there's my Rothenberger press gun. This is a TT Compact. It's yeah, it's never failed me. The only thing was when I bought it, it was starting to leak oil from around here. And they said that's because it's obviously brand new and it's just self-lubricating itself, the hydraulics. Sent it away for service. Never had any problems after that. I had it serviced in 2018, 2019, and didn't have it serviced last year, but I will get it serviced this year definitely. Should have sent it off last year, but obviously with COVID and stuff, it was a bit weird. But I'll definitely get it sent off. My two little go-to drills. These are a twin set. It's a GSB 10.8, but it can take the 12-volt batteries, as you can see. This is basically just a little combi drill. It has a little hammer action, normal drill, and a ratchet screw torque setting. And it also comes with a GDR impact driver. Again, 10.8 is when I bought it, but I've able to use a 12-volt battery on it. And yeah, these two together, I just absolutely love. Got little LEDs on them, and never failed me. In the van, I keep a fine tooth bucko saw, just because I can cut plastic pipe, you know, waste pipe and stuff, and wood with this. And if you're going to do minor precision cuts, obviously a fine tooth saw is a lot better. And I only use bucko saws. I know Stanley do great saws as well, but bucko just I think have always done it for me with their fine teeth. My grips, Nipex 250 Cobras, and my trusty, my beloved, my favorite tool of all time, the Bucko 6-inch 9029. My Wera 816 ratchet screwdriver. It's not the turbo version, but it does the job. And recently I just purchased these new posi drive bits. I just liked the fact that they were blue there. Yeah, nothing special, but just a screwdriver bit. And my Wera 3.5. This is always in my pocket on the side of my leg. Yeah, it's my go-to screwdriver. Boss White, as you all know, my favorite. Permanent marker. These are Amazon Basic. These are basically Sharpie copies, but for like pennies compared to Sharpies. Silver line knife, folding knife, and my tape measure, Stanley. And final tool is the angle grinder. This is a Bosch GWS7152, so it's 125mm blade capacity. I didn't buy this for any particular reason, not because I got Bosch, that I must have Bosch. It was just that out of all the angle grinders I was looking at the time of buying this, I think last year, I wanted one with a small, you know, grip, so that ergonomically I can get my hand completely around it, and this one fit really well. And yeah, as you've seen me on all my installation work, I'm too lazy to use pipe slices. Just get an angle grinder on it, get the job done. Glue that I'm using is basically called a hybrid adhesive. It says for bonding applications in traditional construction and finished parts. It's like a sealant, 2-in-1, like a decorator's cork, but some really strong glue. Once it dries downstairs, that wood is going to basically rip the plasterboard off. That's a guarantee if you try to remove it. And just this cheap skeleton gun. And yeah, there's the tools for this job. I just thought I'd show you what I use and how I get my jobs done. And now to put the tools in use. Let's open this one up again, same as downstairs. That's done well. I'm happy with that. And because I've done the one downstairs, this upstairs one is a lot more easier because I know exactly what I did downstairs. I just copy it like for like. So 715, about there. Then 700. Here's there. Just there. And we're done. Just need to get some filler. Okay, radiator hung. Again, solid. Absolutely solid. Done, 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 done. Let's now go on upstairs and pressurize the system. Down here. So, also, like I say to you guys, this is how they fill it up here. So this is basically a washing machine tap. And then there's a 3/4 inch connection just up there with the red lever. And the hose pipe is like a washing machine hose pipe. So you basically just connect it like so. Screw this bugger on, nice and tight. Start filling up. Boiler on. This is going through its cycle now. Pressure going up. Let's go downstairs and check for leaks. And I promise I won't edit anything out. If there's a leak, there's a leak, and we'll tighten it together. So I'm running down the stairs with my grips and spanner, just in case. But so far, it all sounds good. It all looks good. I don't really see a leak anywhere. Don't know if you do either, but that's all good. And using my key, or if anybody's interested, I can ship them out, but you know, shipping is expensive bit right now due to COVID. But there you go, venting. So shipping is the only thing you have to pay for. But I can definitely send you my personalized keys. And it's funny, I've had personalized keys for like almost, I think, 5 years since I started the business. It was one of the first things that I had made were branded keys. And so far, everything sounds good. There you go, we have some water. Right. So it starts calling. So again, there's a motorized valve just under there. Pressure's at 2.2. That'll do me for now because I've got to vent the radiators above me, above the boiler, which is obviously the bathroom and stuff. So let's go and do that as well. Let's vent this radiator. I doubt there'll be any. No, it's full of water. I did think that. And there you go, there's the air. Oh, okay. Hardly any, that's fine. There's a radiator behind there that I gotta do some monkey business. Don't we all just love monkey business? Just here, there you go, radiator. That's full of water as well. Let's close that. So yeah, this is Amsterdam, guys. And they got boilers fired up. Code 4 is hot water mode. Obviously it's got a hot water tank built inside it. So once that's heated up, it'll stop and then move over to heating mode. So now I'm gonna just tidy up, pick up all my tools from there, and I'll take you back downstairs. There's my Velocity Rogue 2 bag, put the tools back in there. Yeah, this is a customer's mess, not mine. And my steel 15mm fittings for this project. And that's all done. And yeah, tidy up. And I hope you found this useful. And I'm just going to neaten up the edges where I've cut the wood, obviously, neaten that up. So guys, thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please give me a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, you know, the usual drill. Obviously, I want to keep doing this sort of videos. I find them fun to do, and it's nice that I am getting feedback on them. And if there's any questions or any advice you need, or you've seen something that I've done and want to know why I did a particular thing my way, comment below. Or you can obviously contact me via Instagram, even my WhatsApp numbers on the end of the video. And for all the tools that I've used, there's the links in my description that you can obviously click on the link and it'll take you to the Amazon page and you'll see what I use and where I get most of my tools from, just because it's easier. I hate shopping and going to shops, just does the job for me. So until the next video, stay well, stay safe, live long and prosper, and I'll see you on the next one. Over and out.